My parents dropped my 78-year-old grandma at my doorstep at 5:30 in the morning with two bags and a note saying, "We can't take care of her anymore." They didn't even wake me up. They just left her sitting outside because they needed her room for their favorite son. But 1 year later, those same parents came back to my house begging to see her, and they had no idea what Grandma had become. When I opened the door, Grandma was sitting on the steps, freezing and confused. I called my parents immediately. My mom said, "She's your problem now. We need the space for your brother." My brother was moving back home, and apparently his comfort mattered more than Grandma. I wanted to argue, but Grandma grabbed my hand and whispered, "Please don't send me back." So I didn't. She moved into my spare. At first, Grandma barely spoke. She thought she had become a burden, but slowly things changed. She started helping me cook. She taught me her old family recipes. And one day I discovered she had been secretly making incredible homemade snacks and selling them to people in our neighborhood. I helped her create a small online page. Orders started coming in, then more. Within months, Grandma was making more money from her little business than she had ever imagined. She even started teaching other older women how to make and sell their own products. The woman my parents called a burden was suddenly running a small business and helping other people. Then, almost exactly 1 year after they abandoned her, my parents showed up. They weren't apologizing. They wanted Grandma back. My mom said, "We made a mistake. She belongs with her family." Grandma looked at them calmly and said, "That's interesting, because a year ago, you told me I wasn't your responsibility." Then she handed my mom an envelope. Inside was a check, not for money. It was a letter explaining that Grandma had decided to leave her savings and business to the people who actually stood beside her. My parents realized they weren't getting anything. My dad started crying. My brother suddenly wanted to make things right. But Grandma simply closed the door. Then she looked at me and said, "Family isn't the people who share your blood. It's the people who don't leave you outside at 5:30 in the morning." And honestly, I still think about that. If you were Grandma, would you forgive your parents or keep the door closed?